All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Got my coffee. I'm ready to go. All right, what is purpose? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what is your life's purpose and 3 things you can do right now to help find it. A life purpose is what gives your life meaning. It allows you to wake up every single morning with motivation, a sense of duty, and a sense of fulfillment. Purpose allows you to live your life with intention. The problem is that most of us don't even know what our life purpose is, let alone know how to find it or knowing if it even exists. We tend to live in autopilot, not knowing what to do, doing the same things every single day, working the jobs that we don't necessarily like, only because it helps pay the bills. So with that said, this video was made to help you find your purpose, or at the very least, get the ball rolling so that you can take back control of your life. So the first thing that you want to do is to ask your friends, colleagues, or family what they think you're good at, and then think about what you think you're good at. See if you can try to pair the 2 opinions together, and this will give you a general idea of how you want to move forward. This is a good starting position just in case you don't know where to begin. And you also want the most honest, most sincere opinion that you can get, so make sure to ask one of your friends who knows you very well. And finally, once you find any similarities between your friend's opinion and your opinion, that's when the experimenting can begin. So I'm gonna meet up with a couple of my buddies today. We're gonna do a quick workout at Lakeshore, and then I'm gonna ask one of them what they think I'm good at. Alright guys, so we're finally here at Lakeshore and we're just starting out our workout. I have Pavar here doing a few rows and we're going to superset it with a bunch of pistol squats. Alright, so we just finished 5 sets of pistol squats and rows with the band. Okay, so I got my buddy here, Pavar. All right, so Pavar, what do you think I'm good at?
Awakening the warrior spirit.
Did you guys hear that? Awakening the warrior spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can do anything with that. All right, see you later. All right guys, so we just finished our workout. We just finished with pads and a little bit of resistance. So Pavar mentioned to me that, I'm good at bringing out, what was it that you said?
Bringing out the warrior spirit.
Bringing out the warrior spirit, whatever that means.
Awakening
the warrior spirit, whatever that means. I'm just gonna learn from that and run with it, see what I can do. So I'm, that's what he says, or that's what he says I'm good at. I think I'm good at just a bunch of other things, but whatever. Let's just put it all together. To elaborate a little further, my friend Pavar, here is his Instagram right here, just in case if you want to follow him. He thinks I'm good at awakening the warrior spirit. So to give you some context, I've trained and taught Muay Thai for over 10 years plus. And I'm a personal trainer by trade. So what I think I'm good at is fitness and motivating people. So naturally, that's how I found my way to working as a PT. So the second thing that you can do is to just try things and experiment. So take a look at what your friends think you're good at and what you think you're good at, and see if you can put those 2 together and then just try it out. Bonus tip, if there's anything that you're interested in right now, give that a try and see where that takes you. The point of all this is to just experiment. If you like what you're doing and it feels good and you see yourself doing it in the long run, then you're one step closer to finding your purpose. And if you don't like what you're doing, then try something else. Now you're probably saying something like, oh, but I don't have the time, or I don't have the resources to be just trying things out like this. And yeah, I totally get it. There's several factors that will impede you from doing all these tryouts. However, if changing your life and finding your purpose is that important to you, then the key is to try and compartmentalize and prioritize your time. So the hour or 2 that you spend every night scrolling through social media or watching TV, could that be swapped out for something productive or something that's geared towards finding your true purpose? What are you willing to change? So speaking of just trying things out, I was riding my bike and I was taking pictures and I came across these 2 guys that were tagging under a bridge, and then I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. And I asked one of them if I could, film them. And then they said, yeah, just as long as I don't film their faces. And here it is. had asked one of them like how they got into graphing, and he said that he didn't initially do it at first, but it was his friend that taught him how to graph because he thought he would be really good at it. And that somehow ties into the first point that I made earlier. So the third thing that you can do is to read books. Reading is incredibly beneficial in general, however, it is very helpful in finding your purpose. It really doesn't matter whether you read fiction or nonfiction, both are great and can be very useful, although the latter can be a more direct approach, particularly if you're interested in a specific topic. Let's say you're interested in a subject but know very little about it. Well, that's when you pick up a book. And the great thing about books is that whatever the subject is, I guarantee you'll definitely be able to find several books about it. Now, some of you are probably going to say, oh, but books are boring, or I don't like books, or I don't like the act of reading itself. Well, there's a simple solution to that: audiobooks. And the great thing about audiobooks is that they're hands-free. So all you have to do is select the audiobook that you're interested in, put your headphones in, and listen while you're on the go. So hopefully these 3 things gave you some insight, or at least help you get started on your journey. And I'll see you on the next one.